The question is, where do we want the resources of our country and our civilization to go?
The way you dominate the future is you dominate the present.
Before we take a deep dive into understanding stock trades, right? How to trade a stock, how to place an option trade, you have to understand the fundamentals of a company and of its CEO. So we're going to take a step back and learn about the fundamentals before we actually start diving into dumping our money into these companies, trying to YOLO and try to make as much money as possible, or at least hope that we can make as much money as possible. So we're not going to talk about the MACDs. We're not going to talk about the RSIs, the market caps, option trades, and all these other things that sometimes really convolute and confuse those to make a truly dedicated trade in the market. And it confuses me why this isn't taught. So we're going to take a deep dive into understanding why the fundamentals of understanding a company is so important. Let's get started.
I want America to be American in 1,000 years.
You know, the book at its core is a call for us to reassess the value of concepts of national identity, of a shared culture, which will be essential for this country to remain as dominant in this century as it was in the last. It was a culture that absolutely won the last World War, and it will be a culture that either wins or prevents the next one.
Americans are the most loving, God-fearing, fair, least discriminatory people on the planet.
This is one thing that I will say about the CEO of Palantir, Alex Karp, is that he understands history and how he uses historical events to help him predict the future. Now, there are not too many tech giants out there that can combine the two, whether it's, combining technology and historical events. This guy understanding national known leaders is so important to me as to why I continue to invest in companies such as this.
And they want to know that if you're waking up and thinking about harming American citizens, or if American citizens are taken hostage and kept in dungeons, or if you're a foreign power sending fentanyl to poison our people, something really bad is going to happen to you and your friends and your cousins and your bank account and your mistress and whoever was involved.
But it's one of the most important books I've ever read.
One thing I want you guys to understand about Alex Karp before we wrap this up is this guy's relentless, and his pride for America is unwavering. And that actually has taught me a lesson in the way that I trade and why I trade and the type of legacy that I want to create when I'm gone. I want you guys to start learning more about historical events and as to why you want to start trading in companies. Don't necessarily chase the money. Look at these people's dreams. Go back and learn more about the men and women who've designed these companies, your Lisa Sues, your Alex Karps, your Mark Zuckerbergs, your Tim Cooks. Learn about their passions and their desires to create such a strong, unwavering company. Then make your trade decision.